Good morning, guys. It is a great day to be in room 625. It is. This is going to be day 2 on adding and subtracting fractions. This assignment's going to be very similar to our last assignment. This is something brand new, so I don't want to give you guys an assignment over it yet. I just want you guys paying attention, watching, and learning how to do this. On our last assignment, like this, I had a lot of students not follow directions. A lot of students. You have to write down everything I write down here, and you have to show me all of the steps too. I want you guys to get used to that. The steps, get used to the procedure, so when we come back to school, we can just jump 2 feet in and really know what we're doing with this, okay? So writing this down is not enough. Writing down just the answer is not enough. Writing down the wrong steps here is not correct. If I write it down, you write it down. I'm trying to make this simple. I'm trying to make this very clear. So if I do it, you do it. Simple as that. So let's start off with a subtraction problem. We have 7/10 minus 3/5. And if you remember what we talked about on Friday, our first step is to find a common denominator. Find a common denominator. And if you remember, I did this by picking my largest denominator, 10. And I checked, the very first thing I do is I check to see if my smaller denominator can go into my larger denominator, or if I can multiply this to become this. Can 5 multiply to become 10? Yeah. So that's going to be our common denominator. We're going to use 10 as our common denominator. So I'm going to write fraction bar 10 minus fraction bar 10. And this is where step 2 comes into play. Step 2 is when we rewrite our fractions. Rewrite fractions. Okay, so to rewrite it, we say, okay, this was a 5. How does 5 become a 10? Well, by multiplying it by 2. If I multiply the denominator by 2, I have to multiply my numerator by 2, and 3 times 2 is 6. Then I look at my other fraction. It becomes 10, and it's already 10. I don't have to change it. It's the same as what it started with, so it's going to say 7/10. If you want to do the same procedure we did earlier, we can say, okay, it was 10, now it is 10. How does 10 become 10? By multiplying it by 1. 1 times 7 stays 7. Step 2 says we add the numerators and we subtract the denominators. Ignore what I just said. That's completely wrong. We subtract the numerators. I don't know what I was thinking. Subtract the numerators. I was thinking too fast is what was happening. Subtract numerators. We keep the denominators. Right over here so you can see it. Keep denominators. So 7 minus 6 is 1, and we keep the denominator the same, which is 10. So I have 1/10, and that is my final answer in this problem. On some problems, like the next problem, we'll have a couple more steps. Step 4 would be, if improper, convert to mixed. And for step 6, with every problem we do with fractions, we always check at the very end to see if we can simplify. We check to see if we can simplify. So here's example number 1. For your assignment, write all of this down. Write all of that down. If you do that, you'll get 10 out of 10, 12 out of 12, whatever this is worth. If you don't do it, you'll lose at least partial points, if not all the points. So copy it down, do your work. This is video 1 of 2. Click on the next video to see our second example to your assignment.